back to my channel. This is Jude. If you haven't subscribed yet, just hit the red button. I make new videos every week, and today's going to be a book review. And the book that I'm going to be showcasing is You're Amazing by Justin Fatica. Now, this book was part of a giveaway that I did back in April, so when I first started my YouTube station. And I didn't go into detail about the book, and I really felt that I wanted to showcase this to you because it's such a wonderful book. It's something that you're going to want to add to your library and pick it up and reread it and mark sections as I do in my books and go back, because it's a message of hope. That's what this book is all about. A message of hope that will change your life forever. And if you're not familiar with Justin Fatica, he has done a remarkable job of really touching people's lives and spending his life's work traveling the country and trying to transform lives and give people the hope that Jesus Christ can only give us. So I really love this book. One of the things that I really liked about it is, we are busy people. There's no question about that. And as much of a reader as I am, and I'm constantly reading books, but there's times that I really love books with very short chapters. And this book has each chapter maybe 3 pages, 4 pages. And so it's a book you can start and stop and start and stop. And you can hold on to the key principles that he's talking about in each chapter. You can start and then finish that idea and then take a break and then pick up the next chapter. So I love that about it. And it really talks about the fact that we all have the potential, and we are amazing to begin with. Not a conceited amazing, but if we really tap into the gifts that God has given us, we have so much to offer the world. And that's something that we all have to remember. In this self-centered world that we live in, always about ourselves and selfies. And, when I started my YouTube channel, it was to bring the message of the good news, as I do on Instagram, to other people and as many people that I can reach. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing with my channel. But I wanted to read to you this section, and it says, leading like Jesus means we deny ourselves so that others may do greater things than we will ever do. We can start by asking ourselves, how are we going to impact others' lives? We might never know how much the little things we do, the prayers we pray, or the publications we share mean to the people in our lives. But leading like Jesus is not about doing things so others might see the impact. It's about doing it for Jesus, especially when no one is looking. So I love that, because it's saying attention off of us. We can work miracles, but we don't have to always get credit for the miracles. Did Jesus? I mean, he did administer constantly to people, and then he moved on, and people were so amazed and touched. And we can do so much, but we have more work to do, so we don't stay stagnant. We keep moving. So that's a wonderful point in the book. And I also wanted to point out something that I just loved this chapter, talking about the 3 minutes of power. 3 minutes of power that we can kind of go back in each day and reflect, or whenever we need encouragement, whenever we need a boost, to say, okay, let me remember these 3 things that are important. First, sharing your cross. You can do this with other people and bring in the ministry of Jesus. Share your cross, your greatest challenge. For me, it was losing my babies. I had lost so many babies, so many miscarriages, and that was such a devastating thing for me. I always loved children. I always wanted children. So to lose babies and then, just feel so heartbroken. I was joyful when I was pregnant, and then I would lose babies. And with every time, of course, I'd be more and more fearful. So you're looking all around and everybody has big families and big children. They seem healthy. What's happening? So that was the greatest challenge, is to live in that and to be able, second, what has Jesus done for me through those trials? I have realized that I need to surrender. I need to give up my fear. And that was the biggest point, was with every pregnancy, as it goes on and then you lose another baby and another baby, you're very fearful. To anybody who's watching that's ever gone through this, you know what I'm saying, is that the fear is sometimes insurmountable. And but to hold on, my faith, thank God, was strong. He graced me with being able to really lean on him with my cross. He helped me to carry those crosses. And then finally, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for my daughter being born, and she was very healthy. I was able to hold on to that pregnancy, and I have a very healthy daughter, and she's the joy of my life. So I'm so grateful, because I really cherish after losing all those beautiful babies, and they're in heaven now. They've joined Jesus, and they're whole and beautiful, and one day I'll be reunited with them. But I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for so many things. So this is wonderful. You can do this every single day, or as often as you can, to just share it with other people, and they'll be amazed that through those challenges and the crosses that you had, your faith remained strong, and God was there, and this is why you have the joy today. You have the joy, and you love Christ, and you want to share Christ, because you can tell people, I couldn't have done it without him. I couldn't have gotten through it. I couldn't have attempted one more time to have a child with all the losses that I had. But God was there, and God was my stronghold. Each chapter of this book, what I love about it, it gives you 3 different things that reoccur at the end of the chapter. So there's a quote to remember that ties in the things that you've learned and the things that Justin has talked about. Then there's a time for God, and that's taking the things that you read and then applying it to prayer and reflection and meditation. And then there's make it count. And make it count would be, how do I take these principles and how do I go out and live them? So I really, really encourage you to get a copy through Dynamic Catholic. They publish wonderful, wonderful books. So use the link below and get a copy, and I know you'll refer to it. And if you'd like to read some of my other book reviews too, I do have a blog on WordPress, and it's holymoments.home.blog, which I'll link below too, so you can read some of the other wonderful books that I have reviewed. And friends, let me know, what books have you been reading? Have you actually read You're Amazing? And what do you think of it? So let me know your comments. Do subscribe and like, and as always, friends, until next time, peace be with you.